Alright. Enough of this. Get this out of here. Enough! My ship leaves in the morning. Alright. 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 Hold up. Hold up here. And there it goes. There we're in. We're in. We're in. We're in. Just a little bit more. Oh my god. Really, plans really do change, don't they? Is the game loud enough? Is the game loud enough for you guys? I feel like it's been on the quiet side. I'll turn it up more. There we go. I'll just turn down my headset if it's too loud in my eardrums. Let's move this keyboard out of here. Get this out of here. Gone. Keyboard. Alright. Oh, I really got a pie. Did you lose your belt in China? That's what we're gonna find out. Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm very... You know, I didn't think I'd be streaming today because I thought I'd be doing family stuff, but, plans change. We're just gonna get on in there. It's gonna be neat. This is gonna be neat. So, unfortunately, I did not prepare my homes for this. I did not prepare Sherlock for this, so I'm gonna have to be relying on Ivan again. Which is fine. Ivan's cool. It's the start. What if I'm gonna be blocking off any text? I'll probably be blocking off a little bit of text. That's really just how it be, though. Lord Wartime, Ivan is the best. He's great. I keep looking up at my computer screen when it's not it. It's right down here. I'm gonna read this. I don't think I'll give any voices. No voices. Voices are lame. I don't feel like it. I'm doing voices in Persona 3, so I don't feel like doing voices here. Emerging from long distance zero sail now. Whoa, we nailed the positioning. I can see the supercell surrounding this loft about 1,000 meters straight ahead. Did you know that big man has... Really? Ivan has Kiryu's VA? Oh, that's amazing. That's great. Oh, it's perfect. I'm telling Curse about the turn of events that could lead one to lose their belt in China. Don't worry, it's just me having fun with them. In fact, these are called lost belts. I'm not reading that. I'm not putting on cutesy voice and reading that. You can't make me. Impressive. Even if this precision is only possible when embarking from the wandering sea, it is quite something to behold. What's more, Miss Sion tells me that we can expect this level of precision anywhere except the North and South Poles. Unfortunately, we may have been a little too precise. At this distance, our only choice is to head straight into the storm wall immediately. Mr. Gorodolf, how are you? It would seem his fear of the poison has more or less overwhelmed him. He will not be of much use for the time being. How about you, Miss Capo? Are you ready for this next phase? Where's the fuck yeah option? There's no fuck yeah option, but whatever. Yeah, I'm ready, boy. No, not really. I've heard this. I've heard China is exceedingly difficult. Oh boy. Good. Miss Sion was kind enough to make some significant improvements to your mystic code. It should be a good deal more useful both in keeping you alive and in aiding your performance as a master. Does my username say on the bottom text because most websites... So try to spell Greek Q. It looks fine to me. Oh no, I'm in danger then, aren't I? I'm in extreme danger. Oh, we're in trouble. I'll explain more once we arrive in the lost belt, but... Yes, Miss Kirlight, is something the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm good to go as well. I did feel the same warmth during that last Euro sale as I did in Scandinavia, but... Use a command seal on one boss fight. It was rough. If you have to use a command seal, I might have to bust out the quartz. I'm not good. Okay, guys, that's enough. Ready or not, we're embarking on another zero sail. We don't want to burn the border's fuel unless we really have to, so I'm going to take advantage of the inertia we got by launching from the wandering sea. We'll be emerging inside the Lost Belt without anything to guide us, just like we did in Scandinavia. Oh, well, what's this now? Good news, Gordy. It looks like Koyanaskaya. Da Vinci. More like Da Vinci. Koyanaskaya is inside the Chinese Lost Belt, too. Cheers! Are you sure about that, Da Vinci? Oh, I can't. I don't need ultra hardening. There's no mistaking it. Now we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only will this greatly improve our odds of emerging from void space, we can also ask her about an antidote once we capture her. Minuer, send the anchor point from hypothetical living human to Koyanaskaya. God, but man, as if I didn't already have my hands full with driving this thing. Damn it, just when I could have used that old man's help. Wonder if she really... I bet she does, but she's gonna be an asshole about it. Because I hate Koyanaskaya so much. She's such a jerk, I hate her. Very well then. In light of this new information, I believe a new course of action is in order. We should cancel our search for Jian Shui... I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry, I don't Chinese. I'm gonna butcher this. Jian Shui Ming Mai in favor of capturing Koyanaskaya. That would be a much surer way of neutralizing the poison Gordolf and Capo consumed. And it would be one less threat to our future endeavors. As for the Cryptor and the Tree of Emptiness, our goals there would remain unchanged. We find and restrain the former and cut down the latter. Would that be acceptable to you, Director? Hold on. I'm kind of nervous. Yes, of course, that sounds great. Indeed, there's no time to be trembling in fright. Someone, Mr. Nice Guy, to my mom beach Koyanaskaya. The next time we meet, I'll sure pay for everything you've done. I was surfing through the App Store at one point, and I got bored and saw a game that looked like FGO, so I clicked into it. This is Mega Thrust. Hey now, don't get ahead of yourself, Gordy. We still have to capture her first, remember? And even if we succeed at that, it won't amount to anything if we can't make her tell us where to find or how to make the antidote. Triple Tomato. I mean, if I remember the Fate Extra correctly, there's basically 1 tam for each of her tails. Her mercy, we should at least berate her right after capturing her. It is best if we beat this villain so that she can never again stand up or engage in any evil schemes. China is my home, Lost Belt or not. Its air and land should remain the same. As such, I should have no trouble defeating this demon. I already forgot what voice I came from MASH. Thank you, Neza. It's great to have your help. Alright. We're only now 400 meters away from the storm wall. Do it, Da Vinci! Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor. Moving existence verification for reality space. Future prediction. Hypothetically prove a mirror world plane in 20 seconds. Relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.4 seconds. All systems are green. Void space sea observations remain locked at previous results. Shadow Border. Untethered from reality. Void space drive. Zero sail. Unfurl once again. So probably she just unfamiliar language. Nezha she's special. Don't worry about her. She's fine. Don't worry about Nezha. She's fine. That's just how she talks. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That's just how she speak. Synchronized Intellect Nation. Sin. What a name for a place. Sin. Alright, hold up. I'm just gonna make myself a bit more comfy. Oh, here we go. Oh no. I'm in oh no! No, not one of these, please! Not one of these restricted formations. Please! Ortonex Smash is so terrible! Oh no! No! Why? Ortonex Smash is just so bad. It's just so bad. At least his music's a bop. What am I gonna use? Cause every other time I've been forced to use Ortonex Smash, I've just used her as a taunt target. Just slapped 500 years on her. Oh gosh, where is Iron Training? I know I have it. I guess I might as well boost her defense. Where is it? It's here somewhere. I know I have it maxed out. Oh gosh, where is... There it is. Who put Capo here? I did. Hello. Hi, Zay! Hi, Zay! This one lasts for like 2 missions, oh thank god. Ortonex Smash is just so terrible. Oh, I should probably... I might as well go with the Atlas Mystic Code and try to just up my survivability. I can't even give Neja. There. This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so terrible. I hate party restrictions. Gosh, I remember in Shimosa, I basically had to use my command seals every single boss fight. Gosh, it was rough. That was rough. You say you thought you had a dream? That it might have been some kind of sign? Please tell me this is who I think it is. And that absurd reasoning has you drinking poison from a chalice? I'm gonna bump my mic up here. So, hold on. I don't have, like, any male voices in my repertoire. Hi, Zar! God, it's been a while. Hi, Zar! How far are you in ENVgo? I just started this Lost Belt. Just started it. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna grab my throat and do this for the voice. So you think it's foolish too, huh? My wife said the same thing. His Imperial Majesty himself gave me this poison. All I need do is drain it in a single gulp, and I will displease him no more. Hold on, I've always gotta like, cause I'm basically choking myself when I do that voice. I'll just put it up lighter, up here. I've slain too many for one in my position. You might say I've outlived my usefulness. I don't understand. None of this would have happened if not for how petty the Emperor is. How can you be willing to lay down your life for a man like that? It's alright, no worries. You may not, I'll just do this is better. You may not see any sense in it, but this is simply what it means to be a warrior. Once I heard you were going to die, I had to come and ask. Say the word, and I will see everyone who toyed with your destiny, who forced this hollow loyalty upon you, drown in a sea of their own blood. Foolishness, husband, foolishness. I'm honored that you are so angry on my behalf. It's more than I deserve, and I will admit that I do have my share of regrets. But at this point, I've truly come to believe this is a fitting end to the life. Oh god, it's all Chinese, I'm gonna butcher it. Oh no. Oh no. I've truly come to believe this is a fitting end to the life of Gao Shanglong. I butchered that, I'm sorry. I don't understand. The way you talk of life and death makes no sense whatsoever. But then, I suppose I could never understand, as death is a concept that's never had any meaning to me. Ah, yes, that's true, isn't it? Perhaps, if anything, I should be the one begging you for forgiveness.
After all, the peace I will attain in death will be forever beyond your reach.
Perhaps I'm jealous. Jealous of your death and of the brilliance of your life leading up to it. Are you gonna play Cyberpunk 2077? I don't know. Is it ever gonna actually exist?
You are too kind. I assure you, I know no more of death's secrets than you do. Even should I learn them now, they will soon be lost to darkness.
Do you have any last wishes?
Good question. If I could wish for something beyond my own death, it would be to someday see you again. Haha, I suppose such a wish must sound completely absurd.
Not necessarily. I have seen the likes of you shatter more daunting barriers. December 9th, at least on Steam. Lies and foolishness. I don't believe it. I have seen them tame lightning, cure plagues, and even change the course of rivers. I cannot say how long it will take, but eventually, the day may come when those bound by mortal lives learn to reach beyond even death. Should such a day come to pass, and if I am lucky enough to be there to see it, then I shall recall your final wish.
Ah, you don't know how happy I am to hear that. In all my 33 years of life, there is nothing I've treasured more than your presence.
It's gonna go to your 2077, how fitting. Look at that mask. That's a cool mask. Only cool kids can wear that mask, though. Brrr. Brrr. Choo. I'm going to take a sip. I'm going to take a sip of my sip. Ugh. Reality space anchor attached. Reality verification complete. Proper human history resemblance A. Lost belt depth E. Establishing shadow border's existence within Lost Belt. Zero sale returns successful. I keep forgetting Mash's voice.
I'm glad we had another emergence that went so smoothly. How are you feeling, Senpai? I know the poison isn't causing you any pain right now, but I also heard you're not feeling entirely yourself.
I'm fine, just a little short of breath is all. I'm not dying.
So cold symptoms are the worst.
Hold on.
So cold symptoms are the worst of it for you, are they? Must be nice. I'll have you know I used to have asthma when I was a young lad. But after I read the memoirs of a great bodybuilder, actor, and politician who once suffered the same disease,
is he talking about who I think he is?
I followed his example and overcame it with rigorous training. Though sadly, I don't have his muscle to show for it. My point, young lady, is that all you need is gumption. This is no time to let your fears get the better of you.
I must say, it's almost encouraging to see our commander so energetic despite his poisoning.
Yeah, we still got
on. I keep forgetting everyone's voices. Oh my god.
We still got plenty of time to find a cure, and Gordy's a mage, so he's pretty well accustomed to dire threats like this.
Don't worry, there's a lot of reasoning behind this Da Vinci. Don't worry. This is like backup Da Vinci. This is just backup Da Vinci. The memories of all the Sephiroth have synchronized.
Now let's see what things look like outside. Ooh. 18 degrees Celsius, 30% humidity, gentle breeze, no unusual magical energy readings.
I'm looking out the window right now and it looks like a field. I gotta say, I'm almost creeped out by how normal it seems here compared to the other two Lost Belts. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. Are there any hostiles outside?
Not according to our instruments. Since it looks like it's safe, why don't we all go see for ourselves?
She did, she said full. BC class like this is Ryder? I don't know. I don't keep up with JP. Is this really the Chinese Lost Belt? I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to China.
Ooh. Latitude and longitude don't lie. We're standing at 32 degrees 40 north, 110 degrees 50 east. I don't know what those things are. In proper human history, this would be Xi'an, a major city with a population of 3.4 million people.
Well, this is certainly not a city,
But it doesn't look like untamed wilderness either.
Perhaps this is a wheat field or the like? Admittedly would be an extraordinarily large one. I recognize the smell in the air here. This is my homeland. And yet I have no memory of this strange landscape. How confusing and depressing.
Minutes.
What about minutes? Oh, minutes! Oh, okay. It seems I'm useless as a guide for you after all.
Hey, don't worry about it. All bets are off when it comes to Lost Belts. Besides, we have a much bigger role for you to play than just a guide. For the moment, I've picked up a lane line only a kilometer or so away from here. Between that and how surprisingly safe this area looks to be, I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. Hold on, I've got gas.
Pardon me.
Now, what do you say we take the shadow border over to the ley line and set up a summoning circle?
Got it. I'll go warm up the engine then. You can never be too prepared for combat in these Lost Belts.
Okay, the ley line's right around that well. Go ahead and park it here.
It certainly doesn't look like a dangerous area, but something feels off.
True, if anything, it's too peaceful.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Hold on.
And considering how expansive this farmland is, it's weird that we haven't seen a single piece of agricultural machinery.
The buildings here seem a little crude, too.
Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like them before. Though I guess you could say they kind of look like collective housing.
You mean like apartment buildings? Hold on, I'm not like using an emulator on my computer. I'm actually just mirroring this from my iPad, so I can get super comfy.
That's right.
Although I'm not sure building is the right word for that, structure.
All that ground they leveled, and they're still living in holes? It's like something out of the Stone Age.
Maybe civilization never really developed in this world? Oh, there's some people headed this way. Shall we try talking to them? Yes, but do be careful. I doubt they pose any threat to us, but we cannot afford being seen as a threat either. It's people! What? What the hell are these people? What are they doing in our field?
Look at their weird clothes. Do you think they might be foreigners?
What? Foreigners? Here? Does that mean they came from that strange storm then?
Hurry up and call the supervisor. Maybe he'll know what to do.
Nah.
Fall.
At least the translators seem to be Oh, I'm wrong voice.
At least the...
Oh, on. That's Da Vinci. At least the translators seem to be working fine.
According to our linguistic analysis, they're speaking Middle Chinese, a language that predates the Song dynasty.
Conversation is a good starting point. However, we have frightened them. This pattern is not good. What are the important characters? Yeah, who could it be?
Hey, did you really see foreigners?
Yeah, they're right over here, so supervisor. They just popped up in my field out of nowhere.
They were running around in that weird box. They wear really strange clothes, and I think they've got weapons, too.
Ah, crap, I don't like where this is going. Capo, help us out here before things turn violent. Some of this is all just a big misunderstanding. If Holmes tries to explain, he'll just make things worse. And what's wrong with my explanations? We mean you no harm. Take us to your leader. Whatever.
If you don't mean any harm, then why just show up in the middle of the field dressed like that? Supervisor, get rid of them fevers before they ruin any more rules.
I keep changing his voice, but it's fine. He's not going to matter. They've all taken up weapons. What do we do now? We kill them. Can I put googly eyes on them? No, I don't have that power. It won't last long enough for me to bother. They took their eyes. It seems their rather bare-bones lifestyle has not lent itself to open minds. I'm afraid we'll need to pacify them before we can begin negotiations. Is that really a good time for a detached analysis, Holmes? Can't you use charm on them or something?
What is it? Hold on. What is the only one of us?
Come on. Like,
What is,
What is the only one of us who can use charm spells? Well, he says he can anyway.
And even if he's telling the truth, he's still comfortably holed up inside the border right now.
It'd be best to summon a servant with a powerful innate charm skill, but that would require access to the lane line, which we don't have yet. It would seem we cannot avoid this battle. Fortunately, our opponents should be willing to listen once they get this out of their system. While this would be an ideal situation for my Baritsu, I'm afraid I will have to sit this one out.
Alright, you still haven't fully recovered yet. Guess we've got no choice then. Mash, Nizza, go ahead and fight them if that's what they want. Just make sure not to harm any of them.
Understood. I also would like to avoid excessive force. I will be careful. Yes, we'll do as great gentlemen do in the true spirit of Baritsu. Oh, Mash. You idiot. You fool. You more. We will slaughter them like pigs. I mean, or not. Because... Alright, here, just do that real quick. Guess we could just, like... Arts, go. Go. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. With your stick. Hold on, I'm like, I'm just vibing here to the music. Not even a bother. So that they picked up their weapons, I think they had something more than 6. Nah. Anything could be a weapon with enough belief. There we go. We did it. We won. I was expecting something harder. I really was. This is the calm before the storm, isn't it?
I see, so you got terrified almost the instant you left the border?
Yes, I'm afraid we ended up in a standoff with the locals. At least we got them to back down for now. 100%. Oh no, I'm in danger. They do appear to understand that our intentions are not violent now. They're currently monitoring us from, I suppose, they consider a safe distance. It seems they have their own responsibilities to tend to. Correct. No signs of reinforcements. We are safe for the moment. Circuit language. Oh no, no. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. My sister warned me.
I see. So you managed to avoid provoking them. I'm relieved to hear that they're sharp enough to realize we're only lost travelers trying to get our bearings. Although, what about the servants? You said we can summon more once we're able to use the ley line, right?
Da Vinci's outside preparing a summoning circle right now. I think she's run into some kind of trouble, though.
Hey guys, I'm setting everything up right now. Just give me a minute to work out the kinks.
Sure, I ran into a little trouble, but don't worry. It's the kind I'm used to.
Hey, Da Vinci, are you sure it's okay to hook this weird machine up to Mash's shield? It looks super shady. In fact, it doesn't even look like it was made on Earth.
Alright, that's the booster Scion let me. Get this, a single one lets you manifest a spirit origin equivalent to 3 servants. She called it, a whatchamacallit cell. Unfortunately, they burn out after a single use, but we're not going to be stingy with Capo and Gordy's lives at stake. Alright, now we just stand by in base state. As soon as we get a response from the servant side, I'll kick it into its excited state so we can start the summoning.
Hooray! Who could it be now? Taking a sippy sip.
we go. Now it's just a matter of time.
As long as the servant has some connection to you, Capo, I'm sure they'll answer the summon, lost belt or not.
Merci. Well done, technical advisor. In that case,
I keep changing his voice.
you can start by summoning a skilled caster capable of brainwashing these barbarians en masse. This is an emergency and an urgent one at that. We need to start making progress post-haste.
Foo-foo.
Are you alright with that course of action, Miss Capo? Easy. Calm your horses. I can hear the fizz from your drink. It's a sody pop. It's fizzy.
Have you forgotten this concerns you too?
Regardless, the summoning will take time. It would be in our best interests to negotiate while that proceeds. Sometimes, Mr. Gorodolph, there is something to be said for not letting sleeping dogs lie.
Alright then, who's gonna lead these amicable negotiations? Cap already tried and failed, remembered?
I've shifted up my... Reject Oni, embrace Artor. Oh.
Where are we going to go find an angel with a smile cherubic enough to win over these barbarians?
Really strong. Gotta be strong.
That's right, we're just poor hapless travelers who lost our way. Oh, you poor thing, that must have been so hard. We didn't mean to run into your field, I promise. Do you think you could forgive us? Oh, don't worry about that, we can always tell it again.
Hell, just getting to talk
A pretty girl like you kind of makes me want to till the field again more than ever.
Da Vinci really is a force to be reckoned with, isn't she? She's not technically lying, but she's not exactly being truthful either. Don't worry. This is funny. Speaking of gurgles, gurgles is my you get, with me voicing, you get gurgles. Just look at those men falling all over themselves. That outsider's got them twisted around her little finger. How could they possibly trust any of those foreigners after the beating they gave the poor supervisors? Aha! Holmes, no, what are you doing, Holmes? Oh, Holmes, what are you doing? Oh, no. I do beg your pardon about that, madam. Please, allow me to apologize for trampling on your fields as well. I only hope you can believe me when I say that we truly do want nothing more than to resolve this matter peacefully. Unfortunately, the truth is that we have lost our way and are uncertain as to where we are.
Holmes went in for the kill!
I'm so terribly sorry to impose, but could you please tell us about this place? You are our only hope. We are? Well then, I suppose we, ought to step up. True, I mean, if a man this handsome needs our help, the least we can do is hear him out, right? Well, that's his looks if nothing else. Agreed, I do not know why we fought earlier. Well, the important thing is that we reached a peaceful resolution. It looks like they were all just scared more than malicious. They seem to be good people at heart. Holmes went in for the kill. By the way, Da Vinci, what was the trouble you ran into with the spirit origin graph earlier?
An excellent question, Holmes. Glad to see you're paying attention to the important bits.
Holmes has two things, cocaine and looks. True. He also has Baritsu and Pierce Invincibility. But my Holmes isn't strong enough.
What? I thought you'd already resolved the issue with summoning servants.
Less resolved and more worked around. I still don't know what the problem really was. This lost belt's nothing like either Russia or Scandinavia. I tried using the ley line here to connect to this lost belt's throne of heroes, but I didn't get any response.
None whatsoever?
There was nothing wrong with the equipment, so whatever the problem is, it has something to do with this world. Granted, the odds were always low that a heroic spirit from this lost belt was going to be eager to help us, so I wasn't counting on that. But it's still odd that there'd be no answer at all, right, Holmes?
Indeed.
So I just dropped that idea and switched back to trying to summon from Chaldea's spirit origin graph. Now we're just waiting for a heroic spirit to respond to our call. In fishing terms, we've baited it. Hold on, pardon a second.
Ooh, pardon me.
In fishing terms, we baited our hook and cast our line. All there is for us to do is be patient. I can speak, I swear.
What could be going on, Senpai?
No one's there. Duh. No one's picking up the phone. There's nobody there to answer it. Or they think you're a scammer and they're not answering at all because fuck you guys. Honestly, even though my genius once again carried the day, I really don't know what happened there. What I do know is that the connection to the Throne of Heroes is just that, a connection. And it doesn't exist in this Lost Belts ley line. It could also be that our definition of what a heroic spirit is doesn't match this Lost Belts.
Definition of heroic spirit?
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Foe is cute. Foe is cute. Foe is also itty bitty and tiny and very cute.
This is a fascinating phenomenon, one that no doubt gets to the heart of this Lost Belt's true nature. But right now, we have nothing more than speculation. We need to collect more evidence before we can begin drawing any conclusions.
Oh, that sounds to me like you already have a pretty good idea what's going on, Holmes.
I do have a hypothesis, but a good detective only shares their deductions once they are supported by clear and undeniable evidence.
Yeah, so you say, Holmes. Seep. Ah. Here we go again. There we go. Here we go again. Oh boy. Air is so clean here.
It is, isn't it? It feels like forever since I was last able to breathe this easily. Since in the other Lost Belts, the border was the only safe place we could go. Oh, I almost forgot we had the Chaldea base now, too. Anyway, being surrounded by a natural landscape like this really feels like a picnic. What's that up in the sky above us, Senpai?
What could it be? Who could it be?
Looks like some kind of street.
Oh yeah, there it is. What is that?
I didn't notice it during the night, but that's definitely strange, right? I guess it must be normal here since none of the locals seem to be taking any notice of it. Da Vinci still has them all practically enthralled.
What a beautiful duang, Chew. So hey, what's the name of this era? Era? What's that? Oh, I was mostly just wondering what year it was.
Well, I'm turning 22 this year. We all start working when we turned 5, and I've planted those fields 17 times now, so that adds up, right?
Thanks. I was thinking more along the lines of a calendar, though.
It's time to plant the seeds and harvest the last crops, of course. You can tell by the moon, you see. Let's try this then. Who's the foremost leader in the world right now?
Why, that'd be most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor, of course.
And what is this emperor's name?
Name? Why, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor, of course. You might as well ask me what the sun and moon are called. The name's right there.
Well,
where might we find this emperor, then? In the capital. Where else?
and where's that?
Hold on. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. They say it's way off in that direction.
Have you ever been there?
Me? Why would I ever go there?
We only worship from afar with gratitude. None of us would exist without most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor's blessing, after all.
That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful of a title. Imagine just someone having to say that multiple times in one single conversation. Just, wow. That's a lot of words. Huh? What's up?
Senpai, do you smell that?
Huh? Are you talking about my eau de cologne? I did switch to my more wild American brand after we got here.
No, I didn't mean that. It's less about human scent and more beastly. This presence, no mistake. Bloodthirsty creatures are headed this way. Oh shit. Hold on.
Just get more comfy. I have my feet fully propped up on my table.
Hold on. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Hey, what is that thing?
Oh, there's another one over there!
on. What is this? Those are crick cat like we saw in Russia. What are they doing here?
We can figure that out later, Da Vinci. Right now, we need to evacuate the villagers. Oh no, Russia 2 Electric Boogaloo. But Salami won't be here, so what's the point? Oh, and Furry Bait. What's his name? Oh god, what was his name? I forget his name. But I liked him. Kore. Oh, Patsky. Patsky, that's his name. Oh no, I have Salieri, but he just won't show up in the story, so that's what I'm talking about. I like this battle theme. Bruh. This is what we call not cool. No say. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they do. They do have tattoos. I just know. Oh, wow. Huh. You fool, she has debuff removal. You idiot. You buffoon. You buffoon. Oh, I got this. I'm a little bit sniffly. Pardon. Hold on. There we go. Brrr. Oh, does she? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter now. Just put that back on. Just put that back on. You'll be able to see just how unoptimized I play this game. If I can't stall it, what's the point? That's how I play. Can I stall team it? No? I guess I die then. Aw, yeah. We rich boys. We rich. Hostiles eliminated, that said. Those were from the Russian Lost Belt. I can't believe we're seeing creatures from an entirely different Lost Belt here. This is too bizarre to be a coincidence. You there. Have you ever seen creatures like this before? No way, I've never seen a monster like that in my life. What do you mean strategy? I'm here for Unga time.
Me neither. The worst things we've seen until now are the wild boars the supervisor used to chase off. If we'd ever run into those things before, we'd probably be dead now.
Don't worry, we'll help you for as long as we're here. It's the least we can do to make up for ruining your field, right, Master?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about our involvement with those things.
What is to say? We didn't come here to serve as this village's bodyguards.
No, Miss Kirillite is correct. Those Kirchatwood should not be present here. If they have made a sudden appearance, we should investigate it. Unga boonga. How are you feeling, Capo? A little short of breath, it's fine.
Great, your vital signs are looking good too, so your condition's definitely not too serious just yet. We've still got to keep a close eye on it, of course, but I don't think we need to worry too much just now.
I must say, you're looking a tad pale, Commander. Are you sure you won't lie down in the command room?
Oh, be quiet! I just have a little heartburn from eating too much cake, that's all. I'm in perfectly good health, I have you know. If a third-rate mage can handle this poison without a problem, then of course I can too!
Hold on a second. Ooh. That aside, we're still no closer to getting our bearings here, even with the local sharing. Our first order of business is gathering as much information as possible. Otherwise, we have no way of knowing where to even begin.
Where to begin? How do we begin? How about...
I can speak, I swear!
How about we begin with finding Koyanaskaya like we originally planned?
A fair point. I sincerely doubt she came here on a lark. Very well then, how do we track her down? We'll never find her if we merely walk around without a plan, after all. Given that this is a lost belt, we know there must be a cryptor guarding its tree of emptiness somewhere. You sure that you can? I'm like 90% sure I can read. And just like in Scandinavia, this lost belt's tree doesn't seem to be visible. Yes, this concerns me too. The Russian tree is so large as to be visible from hundreds of kilometers away. The fact that we cannot see it here means that it must be disguised, as it was in Scandinavia. And that, in turn, means this lost belt's king understands that it is something best kept hidden. Of course, if they so wished, a fairy or sage could make a mountain disappear with relative ease. I really don't want to imagine going up against someone like that, but given everything so far... Indeed, even if we were to capture Koyanaskaya today, we cannot simply leave this lost belt behind. As long as it exists, it remains a threat to proper human history. Sooner or later, we will need to face the crypto responsible for it.
All the more reason for us to hurry along with our investigation. You're all being far too generous, agreeing to be this village's bodyguards. I mean, I can understand how scared those villagers would be if the Kirchat were to suddenly attack again, but...
I assure you, Mr. Gorodolf, this is all part of our investigation.
What was that?
It's safe to assume that those hostile creatures are the same type of demonic beast we fought in Russia. Think back to when we first learned about them. Hold on, I'm getting cozier. I need to find a comfortable position. Very difficult. How do I get comfy? Need to get comfy. Oh, okay, I guess my wire isn't long enough for me to like lay on my bed while doing this. And possess numerous characteristics that let them survive in its frigid environment. But this lost bottle is far too warm for such creatures. Hold up. Oh, now I get it. So that's why Mash and Capo agreed to help. Hold on, what's this going on here? Wrong button. There. Safari color versions in Babylonia and in a volcano. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Right, this has everything to do with us. The fact that those creatures showed up in a different lost boat can only mean that someone brought them here. Indeed, someone who can come and go between lost belts as they please. Since we can, of course, eliminate ourselves as suspects. Hold on. Why am I yawning so much? I'm not even tired. Since we can, of course, eliminate ourselves as suspects, that only leaves one possibility. Tamamo Bichkoyanaskaya. Precisely. A more astute interjection, Miss Capo. Watson would have been proud. Finding Koyanaskaya remains our priority, but at the moment we have far too little information to act on. If too comfy. My chair isn't even super comfortable. I can lean back a little bit, but it's not like... Man, could you imagine, you know those big plush recliner chairs? Imagine if they made those, but like office chair versions. Big plush leather office recliners. Man. If anything, the Kirchat's appearance is our only real lead so far. We cannot afford to overlook it.
Hey, can I say something? I sent out a surveillance drone towards the capital, and I discovered something interesting. Oh, was there actually a city out that way? I tried zooming in and cleaning up the long-range footage as best I could, and, well, it's easy if you just take a look.
Oh, what is it? What could it be? Oh, what is that? What is that a Final Fantasy boss? What? That's one structure. What's one hell of a structure? Look at that. It's like a freaking hive. It's like a beehive. For once, I'm genuinely at a loss for words. So much civilization never developing.
So much for civilization never developing here. If they got the science and engineering know-how to build a metropolis like this, then they've come way farther technologically than we thought. It's a balloon. Balloon. It's Free Balloon Day. Hold on, I missed the log. I mean, there's not a single support column holding this thing up, so they obviously figured out how to make it float. And since it's clearly no giant air bladders or the like, I've got to wonder just how the hell they're making something that heavy float.
That's a surprise spoiler to help us later. Please tell me we're gonna like crash it into the earth. That would be amazing. Perhaps magecraft is used openly here. Either that or they really have advanced scientifically to the point where they can control gravity. In the latter case, they would be well ahead of proper human history, at least in terms of technology.
Oh, and while I was at it, I grabbed some footage of that weird, perfectly straight line in the sky, too. Here it is at max magnification.
Hello, Wasabi. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. I want to touch it. Let me touch it.
Well, for starters, it's about 2,000 kilometers above it, so it's just barely in low orbit. By my estimates, it's more than 5 kilometers wide. That's not even the best part. It stretches along the entire observable sky of the Lost Belt. So keep your lips...
Oh, it's Mothman, isn't it? It's Mothman. Oh, it's Mothman. Oh, he's majestic. Oh, majestic. A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream.
Wow, indeed, Mash. Then how come we couldn't see it before entering this Lost Belt? If it's 2,000 kilometers up, that's gotta put it above the storm clouds, right? Not quite Mothman. It's Aw. We'll find out then. Not between the Lost Belt's borders prevent anything within from being seen, storm or no. Anything built during their history, no matter how big it might be, is impossible to observe from the outside. Forget measuring sizes and mass. From the outside, there's no way to even know it exists at all.
Mothman, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Mothman, your voice to the corner of the globe is a real trip.
Even now that we can observe it, I have no idea what it is or what it's for. If the people of this world built it themselves, that raises even more questions. I'll say, how can something like that exist when life in this farming village is so primitive? I kept flying the drone around in every direction, but I didn't see any other buildings or structures even remotely close to the scope of the capital. East, west, north, south, it was nothing but fields everywhere I looked.
Seriously? Man, I can't tell if this place is way ahead of proper human history or way behind it. Whatever is taking place here, it no doubt stems from this world's deviation from proper human history. Da Vinci, I trust you can determine the capital's latitude and longitude from here? What happens when you map it to the China we know? Is there a record of a capital city dating back to a well-known dynasty there?
Aw, you already figured that out? I wanted to keep you all in suspense a little longer.
I can certainly understand the desire for a dramatic reveal of your information. Under the present circumstances, however, I am afraid we are reliant on you for all such inquiries, so please give us your information now.
Yeah, you made your point. And based on its distance from our present location, it corresponds to proper human history Xianyang Prefecture. Xianyang?
Shanyang, isn't that? Indeed, it dates back to the Qin dynasty. I don't Chinese at all. Mothman! And there's no need to feel down. I said, Mothman! Pick yourself off the ground.
Qin, that was before the Three Kingdoms era, wasn't it? Does that mean it
even predates Xiang Yu and Liu Bang?
That's right. The Qin dynasty was a major empire around 200 BC. It's known for being the dynasty of China's first emperor. It was a country ruled by the great Qin Shi Huang.
Mothman. There's no need to feel down. I said Mothman.
So this is Chaldea, your enemy.
Yes, but not only are these my sworn enemy, hon.
I have a talk like this. What if I did this otherwise? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stick my fingers in my mouth. Yes, but not only are they my sworn enemy, they also kind of threat to the safety of your empire. Namely, heroic spirits.
We see, indeed. We were quite surprised when you first told us of them. You said this master can summon an army of great heroes from the past, correct? We find this difficult to credit indeed. We are certain you would not lie to us, but how could a few mere soldiers ever hope to overturn our eternal reign? We cannot even imagine the possibility. Mothman's great general.
You underestimate heroic spirits at your peril. Those whose souls are offered to the counterforce are given tremendous power to ensure the continuation of humanity. Trust me when I say that a single servant is easily the equivalent of 1,000 ordinary soldiers.
So this Alaya you spoke of, you said it is the sum total of human consciousness? This sounds like pure nonsense to us. Is this the manner of thing you simply accept in your own world?
You make an excellent point, Your Imperial Majesty. My world was more chaotic and less complete than yours.
It must have been. If something so preposterous as resurrecting dead heroic spirits to fight in one's place is considered normal, we cannot help but wonder how a world where such things were necessary to maintain order could have lasted.
Hold on.
I must warn you, Your Imperial Majesty. The Master of Chaldea is an enemy you cannot afford to ignore. Ah, right. We had forgotten that you are of the same world as Akuta, Homenskia. My name is Koyanaskaya, Your Imperial Majesty. Do you think you could try to remember it this time?
Watch your tongue when speaking to the Emperor, wretch.
No matter. These visitors come from a world beyond our domain. Of course, our customs elude them. Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. I do understand that you may find it rude and presumptuous of me to warn one so omnipotent as you. But the fact is, Chaldea has already brought strange creatures with them that threaten your people's safety. This poses quite a problem for your quarantine as well. Surely you don't want them to get away with this.
Please, Your Imperial Majesty. If we merely wait for them to reveal their true heroic nature, it will be too late.
If it is so important to you, then why have you not done something about it yourself? You command these servant puppets as well, do you not?
Yes I do. If you would forgive me for disturbing your eternal paradise, I can summon one right now.
Very well. Show us exactly what these warriors from another world are capable of.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Stick my fingers in my mouth and they're dirty. This emperor is much more laid back than I thought. I expected a bit more eagerness to take down the threat to their empire.
I had hoped for the same. Nothing ever seems to go as planned with the Emperor, but oh well, that isn't going to change.
Well, sorry you ended up having to do all the work in consequence. I do hope it won't take you too long to finish them off.
Is that all you have to say for yourself after all the trouble you've caused?
Eek! Please do not glare at me like that, Akuta. You're going to make me cry. We're on the same side in all of this. Besides, isn't the Master of Chaldea every crypt's sworn enemy?
Chihuahua.
Of course, you could have lured her to any of the other territories, and any of them would have made sure to finish her off. I guess if I was to say any one of them would be a better pick for this work than me. So why did you have to bring them to China? They're only here because they're following you, right? Thank you so much for that.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Akuta. I really thought you would be the best fit for the job, seeing how you're so good at defense and all. You see, I actually tried to assassinate her as a favor to Beryl. But I'm afraid things didn't exactly go as planned. You see, the poison I use is called Xuan Shuai Ming Mai and... Well, I don't suppose you already know what that is, do you?
Well, unbelievable.
So you do know about it. You're one smart cookie, aren't you? In that case, you can see where this is going, right? Including what they'll try to do to find an antidote.
Kornoskaya, did you have to do this on purpose?
No, I didn't. This time I only had about 10% of a plan. And that's why I wasted no time in coming to warn you, Akuta. I wanted to take responsibility, see? I mean, Kadeya's got the world's greatest inventor and greatest detective on their side now, right? I knew it wouldn't take them long at all to figure out this is where the poison came from. So I thought instead of wasting time trying to sweep this under the rug, it would be much better to fortify our defenses now. So here I am, warning you about the danger and taking responsibility. It's not like you and I are complete strangers, right? So I thought I could help you out with getting rid of Chaldea. Besides, we're both misanthropic outcasts. It only makes sense for us to join forces, don't you think?
True, that's what I know we have in common. But that sure doesn't explain why you brought those dangerous pets of yours along.
Pets perish the thought. They have their dignity, at least as far as wild animals go.
So you didn't order them around to killing people?
Of course not. Why would I rob myself of the pleasure of torturing and killing humans? No, they're just doing their best to survive and find food in an environment they're not used to. Don't you find that far more endearing than a bunch of defanged livestock like these nation's people?
That's not the problem and you know it. How could you set demonic beasts from another lost belt loose here? If the Emperor finds out you're the one responsible for them, you will find yourself in real trouble.
Oh, that. You might just say that's part of a lifelong project for me. Don't worry. I promise I won't make any trouble for you. You have your own life's work you've devoted yourself to, don't you, Akuta? So I think we'll both be happier if we just stay out of each other's way. Koyanaskaya, probably.
Fine, what's son is son after all. There's no point I'm letting Chaltea mess up my nice, stable lost belt. Don't you dare go easy on them, Saber.
I was just like,
as you wish, Master. I promise I won't let you down.
Huh? When did you summon him? I can tell he's got a beautiful face underneath that mask, too. No fair, Akuta. How come you're the one who gets a certified hottie working for her?
That's not why he's here. Ugh, shut up already, you damned fox.
He's Bashonen to the max. And... soundless bell. I don't know what that is, but it's a bell. A ring-a-ding-ding. You got ourselves a bell. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. I can feel it. What am I gonna do? Damn it! Wait. No, I think I don't even know what your name is, my dude. Ghost? Oh, okay. Oh, really? Jeez, that's been a long, long time. Yeah, you just get out of here, Mash. Go away. Gosh, what am I gonna do? I don't have you added on my list, though, so that's the thing. What am I gonna use? That's my question. I don't know what's going on here. Hmm. I trust Ivan with my life. I want to make him beefier. He needs to be huge. See if I can squeeze. See which one is. Dang it. Lancers, Zerkers, or Riders. Oh boy. Lancers, Zerkers, Riders. Well, if it comes down to that. Sorry, David, I'm going to give you a different CE. That'd be funny. Oh man, I really could have maxed this out, huh? Oh well. Only got one of those things, so what am I gonna do here? Oh, pardon. I think. Sure. Wait, why do I have this on Merlin? I could do something else. Alright. This probably won't go well, but we'll see. This will probably end terribly. I still trust Ivan, though. I believe in the big boy. I believe in the big boy. Qi Shi Huang, the Emperor of Qin.
Ah, Qi Shi Huang, you say? Don't you think that's a little far-fetched? Qi Shi Huang from the BC era, how could he possibly be alive in 2020?
Well, normally you'd be right. But are you forgetting the star you just recently fought who had been living for around 500 years? So it really is such a stretch that a Chinese emperor might have managed to survive over 2,000 years?
I don't know what that CE combo is, so. The Qin Empire had a legal system, standardized units of measurement, paper money. It was very much ahead of its time in many ways. China would go on to see the rise and fall of many other dynasties. But when it comes to making progress as a civilization, such instability is unhelpful. If Qin had remained as the sole power of China, no doubt it would have reached a point where it would easily swallow up neighboring countries, which could, in turn, have sped up humanity's overall progress considerably. 2020 is getting worse and worse.
Yep, I could easily see that happening if someone like Qin Shi Huang had been able to keep on ruling. In fact, he actually spent a lot of his later years searching for a way to achieve immortality.
Qin collapsed due to political instability after Qin Shi Huang's death, right? In which case, if Qin Shi... In which case... In which case, if Qin Shi Huang somehow succeeded in becoming immortal in this history, much like how Ivan the Terrible did so by becoming a Yaga, it would theoretically be possible for China to skip all of its years of instability and civil war and go straight to modernization.
That could definitely explain how they were able to build something so huge along a satellite orbit path. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the sort of thing Qin Shi Huang wanted to build all along.
One thing we do know is that this nation has not seen the kind of societal change that typically accompanies scientific progress. The advancement of science inevitably makes authoritarian regimes obsolete past a certain point, but just look at that village. Yeah, they might as well be stuck in the BC era. Regardless of who this most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor residing in Xianyan might be, it seems clear that he has no intention of sharing the benefits of all this progress with his citizens. I'm trying to get comfy again. I have only so much space to get comfy in.
Hang on. Some sort of projectile was just fired from the capital. It's headed in this direction. In fact, it looks like it's going to land right in this village.
Oh no, we're in danger.
Not the wheat!
Not the wheat. I can see it from here. It looks like a rocket? I certainly would hope it's that sort of intercontinental ballistic missile.
Oh, that's a benefaction.
What?
Yeah, the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor uses those grant gifts whenever there's a celebration. We know exactly where it lands, so it's perfectly safe as long as you keep your distance.
Where would everyone now, though? Is it some sort of holiday?
I don't think so.
Then it's not an attack after all? That's a relief, but it still seems like a rough way to send a package.
I'm afraid we're not so lucky. I'm seeing vital signs inside that thing along with magical energy signal we're all too familiar with. That's a master and their servant, no mistake.
If they mean to attack us, we will respond with due force.
Figured out, Holmes Callis. Is it cocaine?
Oh, come on. You're telling me they're making their way here and that? That does seem like a somewhat less than ideal conveyance. It will no doubt be a rough landing.
No problem there, since it's master traveling with their servant. Exactly, Capo. I knew you'd know how to make effective use of a servant.
Here it comes, everyone! Brace for impact!
Wacha!
Squad! 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 As we expected. So this is a Lost Belt crypter.
This is Akuta Hinako. I see. So China's her territory.
Akuta.
Looks like you're taking this seriously, Mash. And here I thought I'd find you smirking.
I'd never do that. I take no joy whatsoever in fighting you.
Then you're even more hopeless than I thought. You're no better than animals who lack a concept of shame.
So, there. Here.
I feel no animosity towards one. I feel no more animosity towards you than I do a cockroach nest before I exterminate it. Even that is more emotion than you would deserve.
That's terrible.
Yikes, are you really Akuta Hinako? You're nothing like you were back in Chaldea.
Definitely so true. You really were killed. You might not be leaf-free, but that body of yours is perfect. You have achieved a realm that humans cannot reach with their meager insight. The true new form of the intelligent aim force. I'm surprised you make something like that, Leonardo. Humans realize us. No. As long as you're a part of Chaldea that makes you my enemy, you'll have no sympathy from me.
Personality is edgelord. Oh, I love it.
Saber eliminates him. Remove this eyesore from my sight.
As you wish, master.
Here they come! We're about to face Akuta Hinako and her Saber! Commencing battle. Hold on, let me take a sip. Taste. Tasty.
Sippy sip.
Good old CP sip. Paligenesis. Paligenesis! Ooh. Look at this fancy lad. Well, alright then, okay. Hold on a second. There we go, start the gens. You were a fool with it, but that's fine, we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. We got, don't worry. We'll be fine. I have David in the back there, remember? That's a horse! A horse is a horse, of course, of course. I mean, it's cool, but... Look at this large lad go. Think your fanciness. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I so desire. Oh, I forgot the but. No, I added it. Okay. Poppy, poppy, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Look at this flippy boy. Look at this flippy flip and his floopy floops. I saw. Oh no, I think that's me. One of the effects didn't land. It doesn't apply. I don't remember what it is. I don't know what the. Hold on, I can double check. Beam! Don't. No, don't hurt Ivan. Don't hit Ivan. What do you think you're doing? Hold on, let me see what that attack thing. Decreased charge. Ah, I see. So I think it's the second one that missed. His MP isn't damaging? Well, it's too late now. Look at what you've done with your stupid sparkly face. Nothing. You've gained nothing from this. What does that say about you? I prepare to get stomped. What do I do? There you go, BB. Have fun. Have fun. I mean, just in case. No more. The time of Bishonins is over. Long live Ivan! Long live Ivan! Hey, cool. Long live the real king.
Gosh, now I see. No wonder I'm feeling camouflage. You're obviously used to fighting with servants. That experience has given you quite an edge. Master, it would be foolish to continue this battle any longer. I suggest we make a temporary retreat. Sam, I really underestimated them. Let's go, Saber. Yes, Master.
Akuta, the enemy has retreated, Master. The battle is over.
Fool!
I'm surprised they gave up so easily. And then again, Akuta was pretty decisive. No, I'm afraid that we neither dealt her a decisive blow, nor were we able to make her show her hand. Come on. If anything, now she knows how strong we truly are. But she is a lot stronger than she lets on.
Yeah, she's a tough opponent. Looks like she wasn't kidding about exterminating us like cockroaches. She only took a direct approach this time because she thought she could wipe us out. This just isn't the sort of thing she wanted. She'd rather retreat and figure out a strategy that will let her win without putting in any real effort. Looks like that profile of her saying she was a neat freak was right on the money. I want to see more Mothman. I want to see more. Yeah.
So, you went and made a great fool of yourself. We will not laugh at you. Your little show with the Chaldeans was interesting.
I blame no one but myself for my disgraceful performance. Still, perhaps now you at least understand the threat these invaders pose, Your Imperial Majesty?
Threat? A threat, you say? Why should we feel threatened just because you retreated? Well, since your little display amused us, you may continue it. In fact, you may bring 10 of our puppets with you for the second act.
With all due respect, Your Imperial Majesty, if you treat this latest disaster as mere entertainment.
We might say the same of you, Akuta. And given the reluctance with which you engage in combat, we can only conclude that this is some sort of game to you. If you are going to fight, then fight to win. There is nothing to be gained by running away before you suffer so much as a single loss.
Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. I won't fail again.
Good. We look forward to a future showing with a bit more substance to it. Ooh, you get called out. Oh, Your Imperial Majesty. You're so bad. Is this your way of punishing poor little Akuta? Is that how it seemed to you, Kominsky? Koya Naskaya. We see no sense in punishing her when we do not yet even think of these Chaldeans as our enemy. They may have come here from another world, but that is also true of you and Akuta. Yes, I suppose that's true. These Hold on.
Hello there. If these Chaldeans are here to mount an attack, we would have to suspect that you two are their advanced guard.
Akuto and I came here to pay respects and offer our services as soon as we arrived, Your Imperial Majesty. But that is the only thing Chaldea has done since. But the only thing Chaldea has done since they arrived is cause trouble and mayhem in your territory. Don't you think that sets us apart kind of a lot? Indeed, you have a point. But is that not why Akuto went after them? To scold them for poor manners? You outsiders certainly do care a great deal about etiquette. Comrades. Alright. Oh, hello. These are a lot of unknowns. I will not pick any of them. Oh, look at that level 100 Robin. Oh, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. I, however, have a spicier plan in mind. I have something spicier in mind. Is this gonna end horribly? Yeah, probably. We don't need you, Medea Lily. Get out of here. Dang it. My ultimate spicy tech has failed. Boop. Look at this. Look at this team. We're gonna do great. What's Akuta Hinako like?
Well, since the last version we wasn't too involved with Team A, so I can't speak from experience. But her record said she was extremely careful in every aspect of her relationships to others.
That reminds me. Kadok used to say she had a personal connection to Director Myersbury.
Really? That's news to me. Then again, I could see her allowing Kadok to believe that.
But why would she do that?
Probably to keep the kid at arm's length, I guess. I wouldn't be shocked to hear she had a similar strategies for everyone. My guess is that she was trying to cultivate a very specific image of herself among Team A. Namely, to leave the faintest impression among them to neither seem too hostile nor too friendly.
In other words, a stalwart misanthrope?
Well, yeah, basically, but you didn't have to be quite so blunt about it, Holmes.
True, she did like to keep to herself. She did her best to avoid interacting with anyone. The main thing I remember about her is how quiet she was. I never saw her get upset or even smile. If she wasn't curled up in a corner of her room reading, it was because she was getting new books from the library. I always felt bad about interrupting her.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure she wasn't cut out for combat at all, no matter how much aptitude she may have had for being a master. Based strictly on her profile out of all the cryptors, I thought she might be the only one we could maybe resolve things with peacefully.
Well, you couldn't have been more wrong. I'm still getting chilled from those icy glares of hers. I've never seen such naked contempt in my life. The only thing that comes close to Koi Neskai's glare whenever I'd make a move on her after having too much to drink.
True. The Akuta Hinako we just fought was nothing like the quiet girl her profile described. Her sheer hostility was... No, not hostility. It's more like disgust. Either way, I've never expected that from her.
There is one thing I can remember that might help explain it. Oh, flashback time! It's favorite time of day! It was back when we were all taking a break in the rec room, sometime after Team A had been formed. Kanak was nursing a drink while Beryl cheered him on. Kirshtari and David were arguing about mythology. Pepperoncino was teasing Ophelia with some sort of joke. As usual, Kuta was off reading by herself, refusing to participate in any of the conversations. I'm certain that whenever I looked directly at her, she always had her nose in her book. I'm sure anyone else who had been there would agree with me. But when I happened to catch a glimpse of Akuta's reflection in a glass while I was polishing, I realized that wasn't the case at all. She was actually just hiding her face behind the book, and was in fact keeping a close watch on each of us. She was so guarded, almost as though she was terrified of something. But by the time I turned around to look at her, she had her nose back in her book. She went right back to pretending to read the second she sensed my eyes on her. Oh, what could that be now?
Well, that's kind of unnerving.
Akuta wasn't disinterested in her teammates at all. If anything, I think she was so suspicious about something that she never let... Oh, I'm glad that didn't actually show up in the stream, that Discord alert. I gotta see this. Thank you, Jesus. Very cool. If anything, I think she was so suspicious about something that she never let her guard down. Unfortunately, I was never able to ask her why she was so afraid of her team. Theoretically, I should just lay on the floor while doing this. Nah, that's a bad idea with the camera. It seemed like a subject I would avoid at all costs. Sounds to me like she was more
guarded about people in general than her teammates specifically. Maybe there was something she was trying to keep secret. We still have her background file along with the results from her selection exam. Maybe we should take another look at it. Want to handle that, Holmes? This sort of thing is what you detective types are all about, right? That and investigating cheating spouses, of course.
Ooh, pardon. I missed that! Damn it.
Your attention, please. I have a Da Vinci warning to make. Xiangyan just fired another projectile. It doesn't look like this one's aimed at the village. But after calculating its landing point, I found it's coming from the same direction in which Akuta Hinako retreated. And I'm pretty sure that means...
reinforcements of the army! Make sure you play Rhoda in your Magic Bullet deck. Sorry, Magical Musketeers.
I think so, too. Of course, it'd be suicide to send normal soldiers via rocket, so it's probably carrying weaponry. Akuta's almost certainly going to try to attack us again, so we need to be ready to fight back.
Da Vinci, what about summoning more servants? I believe enough time has passed that it should be more than possible to do so.
Yep, we're all set there. In fact, I just finished the summoning right now. Since we're going up against an empire that has stood for thousands of years and its emperor...
Squad, 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 squad!
I decided to bring along 3 musketeer rebels.
Musketeer rebels?
Mordred, the rebel of the round table.
Sup, guys?
Spartacus, the liberator of the slave gladiators.
Death to all oppressors! Oh god, I can't do that.
And Jinkei, the world's foremost expert in assassinating Qin Shi Huang.
Wait, what? That's why you brought me here?
Yep.
You're trying to take down the Qin Empire, right? And Qin Shi Huang with it, right? You're giving me another chance to kill him, right? Oh, that is great, really. Definitely couldn't have picked anyone better for the job. But what's with the 3 musketeers thing? You know my spirit origin. Hell, even my noble phantasm has got to be stronger than ever thanks to a fame and tradition boost. So how come I'm getting treated like I'm second string? I mean, I don't have any objection to you choosing to summon me, of course. It's just... pitiful.
No. We all need a brothers here. I would be honored to fight by your side in toppling this one. Heroic spirit assassin Jinkei.
Bruh. Hell yeah, my old man's fought Chaldea a bunch of times too, you know. You said this guy's an emperor? No sweat then. I don't know what back-assward Roman province he rules, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to off him. Your neighbor must be scary, Capo. Is it just me or Spartacus' inability to make sense rubbing off on Mordred? I don't think so. I mean, true, she didn't always make the most sense in Camelot, but she was a huge help to us in London. Well, whatever. I'm just glad that I'll have allies that I can count on to help me out this time. This is gonna be her voice now. Since I finally have another chance to end Kishi Huan's life with my own hands, nothing else matters.
Exactly. Let us bring this oppressor to justice together.
Nobody plays king around me and lives to do it again.
Well, at least they should still be more help than King Wu Yan was. So I hate to impose on you guys so soon, but the enemy's wasting no time coming after us. There's a servant headed our way at high speed along with... hang on, there's more of them now. This is weird. I'm seeing magical energy signals, but no vital signs.
What could it be now? Ah! Foot soldiers. No, I can see they aren't human. Are those puppets? Perhaps some sort of automata.
Correct. They may be silent, but they are soldiers nonetheless. Thanks to them, I'm finally able to make use of my true skills as a general.
Those movements, I did not want to believe it was.
Be careful, Shaper. It seems they've added to their ranks as well.
Hell yeah, they have. I don't know what this Lost Belt shit's about, but it's my battlefield now. Whatever you're trying to pull, you better believe I'm gonna smash it.
Well said. From now on, you will be good. You will need to get in with we three musketeers.
Like, no, none of that. Shame on you.
I guess Buddy really liked the name.
Heroic spiritual delight in battle and bloodshed, huh? You make me sick. Make sure to finish him this time, Saber. Don't hold anything back.
Very well, Master. Then I shall end this with my secret attack.
Ooh. I mean, he's actually gonna use his real Noah Phantasm now? I'd rather he not. That's what I hope for. I'd rather he not. I'd rather he not. Oh, hey, my login bonus. It's my login bonus. What timing, huh? That's his secret technique. That was his real technique. Kicking me to the main menu. You can't lose the fight if you never fought at all. The real winning move is not to play. Yeah, get him. Get them. Oh, we almost have... Oh, wait, no, that's enough for a... Yeah, but... Oh, almost. Get him. He do be smart. Your boy be smart. Giga Brain. Could you, like, stop hitting AJ there? That'd be fantastic. No, that's fine. Huh. I'll just hit him with a one of these. Dosuyo. Yoroshi. You get him, AJ. Read about Stuffy in one nose. Why are you trying to kill me with that cute voice you made? I don't know. It's unintentional. Ooh, did I actually hit him? I did. Oh, grandma stuffy. That's gross. It's very gross. I got them with the insta kill. Oh, that never happens. Let's just start this off right. Let's just start it off right.
Ikuyo. Ita. Tashiro. Uno. Ame. Margarita.
Bruh. 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 Imagine being that Bishonen. Just imagine. Oh yeah, by the way. Nah, no buffs for you. Goodbye. You're not allowed to have buffs. Not on my watch. Mothman. Oh, Mothman banner. Oh. Jacket number 2 is almost gone. Hmm. Ugh.
Uno. Ame. Margarita. Nya.
I don't want Mothman, but I do want the 4-star. No, you will get Mothman and you will like him. Sorry, I don't make the rules. You're gonna get Mothman. I want Mothman. I just think he's so fancy. That's Jinxie. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold up. I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. I can breathe again and I'm almost knocked down my soda. I almost knocked down my soda. Oh, I see. Jack is dead. You fool. Cap goes back to find a child, get obliterated by the Shonen. This is truly the darkest timeline we live in. Here you go. Kore da ne? Kore da ne? I'll prove that my Bishonen is stronger. Oh yeah, by the way. None of that shenanigans. Look at me, do you think I make the rules?
これだね。行く切るね。行くよ。
Hey. Yes.
切る行くよ。
What's-
こよりは違う。
Always weirds me out to remember that Arjuna's normal errors are like missiles on fire jets in terms of. Yeah. It just. Nothing like good old gameplay story segregation.
解体するよ。
But it really just do be like that sometimes. You cannot be too powerful.
飛び方を機能調整。了解。受諾一。
Judgment.
からくり忍術。行きます。
You fool, you've only made him stronger.
よやん三部。
それではどうぞ。
You buffoon. You moron.
よろしい。
You've only made Arjuna stronger.
ここに我が宿業を解き放とう。神と人の子として罰を下す。見るがいい。これが公開だ。
Die.
適正反応の
You
致
did
命
it.
確認。
You did it.
戦闘終了。
My Bishonen is stronger. Fato down. Well, I mean, you know, doesn't, gosh. I'm pretty sure that servants have their own, like, balancing thing, I guess. I don't know. Hold on. Curses, I can't, hold on.
I cannot believe that even my leadership is not enough to defeat them.
Wearing a mask to boost his leadership capabilities, a level of influence over his forces that borders on a curse. That saber's true name is the Prince of Lan Ling, also known as Gao Shanggong of the Northern Qi. Saber, stand down, we're going to regroup.
What?
We can't win this battle if your noble phantasm fails. We need a wholly new strategy.
Anti-wish. Anti-wish, yes. That's right, that's what I'm gonna do this for him. This is what I'm gonna do with Chongeng.
The enemy servant and master have retreated. Looks like we managed to survive again.
Like, are you alright, Capo? Must have been difficult for you to be in combat given your condition.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Gosh, hold on.
Another matter for you. I applaud your mental in not succumbing to this disease.
Dude, meh. Those soldier robot things had to be pretty freaking pathetic, huh? Can't believe the king used them to fight his wars. I've seen scarier dolls. I thought they were supposed to be weapons.
Yeah, I figured they'd never send reinforcements by rocket like that.
Obviously, I was wrong.
Nor normal flesh and blood soldiers could have survived the impact, but it's no issue for these things.
Would it be possible to collect their remains? I would like to study them further.
At a glance, they look a lot like the same kinds of automata we fought dozens of times before.
I'm interested in their energy source. I think it may shed some light in this world's inner workings.
Like, what is it, Nazar? Something on your mind?
Yes, possibility. I would like to take a look at the remains as well. Beep boop.
boop bop. Everything is chrome in the future. We saw your battle from here as well. You need not bother with a third attempt. Your servant alone is clearly no match for them. I'm afraid not, your Imperial Majesty. Then we shall provide you with further assistance, although these servants are indeed formidable foes. Another 100 or 200 foot soldiers are unlikely to make much difference. What of your Xiang Yu? Xiang Yu, Bashish! Indeed, even now he remains one of our most helpful retainers. But it is when facing an unknown enemy that he shines brightest. Oh, is it really time for him? Oh no. Oh no. Under these circumstances, we shall lend him to you. Make good use of him. Okay, bye, Nekuma. I wish, Your Imperial Majesty. Such unexpected delight. You are far too kind. Still, sending Xiang Yu out to the front line will still require some time to prepare. In the meantime, keep a close eye on Chaldea, and continue to ensure they do not attempt to take any action against our empire. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Yeah, get him. Oh, well, I've never seen a Kuta get flustered before. Who knew she had a girlish side to her? And that said, I'm surprised you're bringing out Xiang Yu now. Your Imperial Majesty, don't you think it's time you stopped playing around? What a strange question. Do we appear to be treating this as a game to you, Konanskia? It's Koyanaskaya. If you truly see Chaldea as a threat now, the sensible thing to do would be to wipe them out in a single overwhelming strike. And in your case, Your Imperial Majesty, you could accomplish that merely by lifting your little finger. Yes, we could if we so desired. And yet, you still sent Kuta Hinako out instead. This latest decision may have seemed like you taking things a bit more seriously, but you actually have no reason to believe it will be a decisive blow. Be honest, Your Imperial Majesty, you aren't just in Chaldea, you're testing Kuta Hinako, aren't you? Indeed. We can see quite clearly that the threat the Chaldeans pose stemmed from being backed into a corner, so to speak. What we have yet to see is how Okuta will behave when she believes she has found a means to defeat them. Still, doesn't trust Okuta or me one bit, Well, I guess the king of this last battle wouldn't be a fool, but I can't tell how seriously this whole thing is being taken. It's so much harder to... I keep yawning. I'm not tired, but I keep yawning. It's so much harder to read someone when you can't see their face. That aside, we underestimated these servants. We thought they would be a little more than ghosts, but it seems they are quite skilled. Yes, they are. The magecraft they use is very different from the sage arts your empire has cultivated.
Well, how you do, dearie? So there's more to using servants than summoning the souls of decorated heroes and commanding them?
The difference between mere necromancy and heroic spirit summoning is that heroic spirits make contracts to serve their masters of their own free will. So, these dead souls lend their strength in response to the existential, that's what I wanted to say. Threat faced by their world. Would you say that's correct? Koyan-Chihuahua? Yes, exactly, Your Imperial Majesty. And, once again, my name is Koyanaskaya. What a horrific proposition. To think your world was so perilous, it could not even let the dead rest in peace. We would never permit such things to exist in our domain. Those who meet glorious ends would never think to threaten the peace of our world. I'm sure. I doubt something like the counterforce would ever even take root here. We dislike the idea of these guests traipsing about with their ghosts, doing whatever they please. Fortunately, we have heroes sleeping here who are far more ferocious than these mere ghosts. Is that not correct, Captain of the Guard?
Yes, indeed, Your Imperial Majesty. Given this potential threat to our nation, I suggest we summon the ones sleeping in Mount Lee.
Yes, perhaps you are right. Some basic precautionary measures should suffice. We command that the frozen heroes be awakened.
yawning? Like, why do I keep yawning?
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Oh, does this mean you're finally taking this seriously? Nah, he don't take things. He do what he do. Mothman do what he do. And he do what he wanna do. Just how Mothman do. I'm getting all these bells. What am I gonna do with all these bells? This is the one, isn't it? If this is the Zerker I was warned about, I was told to bring either attack downs or to be able to stack defense like crazy. However, there's a flaw in that plan. I don't really do that shit. Oh, wait. I'll bring the Lily for heals. Full Unga? Full. You really want me to try full Unga? Alright, go on. Alright, just clear everything. I know what I'm doing. Shut your mouth. We're going full Unga. Brrr. Reject tactic, embrace Unga. Unga boonga. Ooga booga booga. We need our survivor here. Man, I wish I had leveled Ishin more. But what you gonna do? Ooh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I know. Ah, dang it. Dang it. No, wait, we can make this... You know what? Just... Yeah. This is... Hold on, wait. I can do even something stupider. Hold up. Where is it? There it is! Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be, this is not gonna end well. This is gonna be horrible. But we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna do this anyways. Because we can.
Man, that was a hell of a quarrel. Keep this up and one of you's gonna end up dead.
A quarrel? I think you misunderstand. We were genuinely risking our lives.
Huh? Why's that?
For that matter, why'd you hit those guys so hard anyway? I mean, I know they started it, but still, you guys must really hate each other. Pardon me. I forgive the interruption, but have you seen these automata before?
Nope, never. What
are those things anyway? At first I was freaking out because I thought you'd killed them. But then I saw they didn't bleed even when their limbs broke off, so I thought they might be scarecrows. But making scarecrows that complex seems kind of pointless, so now I don't know what to think.
Come on, what kind of scarecrow would go around picking fights?
Haha, good point. Miss Capo, could I have a word with you on the shadow border? Tell me, what do you make of the villagers' reactions? Very laid back. Indeed, they seem to be completely oblivious to the danger. They were far more worked up when they found us trampling their fields. I can understand how they might regard our fight with Akuta as something that doesn't concern them. But the same cannot be said for these mechanical dolls. Akuta Hinako did not bring these over from proper human history. This technology is foreign to us. What's more, Xian Yan clearly sent them to her to reinforce her. I can speak, I swear I'm not high or anything. All this leads me to believe these automata are a type of weapon native to this world. And yet, the people who live here claim to have never have seen them before.
So what? Maybe these are just a bunch of backward country bumpkins.
Huh?
We can assume that Akuta has formed an alliance with this world's ruler, just like we've seen in previous Lost Belts. Like 90%. It can, yes. For the moment, let us further assume this ruler is, in fact, King Chi Huan. If true, it is certainly sensible that he would send these automata to aid her in battle. That's what I said to my professor. It then stands to reason that blah blah blah, these farmers would see us as a threat and treat us accordingly. And yet, this proves not to be the case. In which case, I can draw only one conclusion, which is that these villagers are so wholly ignorant of war that they do not even know weaponry.
Say what? It's not even possible.
It is. However, we all saw that their fight or flight reflex tended toward the former on our initial encounter. So while I doubt this world is completely devoid of danger, do you hear that racket outside? Oh, is it the boy? Is it a big boy? I hope it's a boy. Show me the boys. The boys are back in town.
Ah, it's those strange monsters.
Why are you freaking out? Isn't it the supervisor's job to get rid of things like that?
How the hell are we supposed to chase those things away with a stick? Please, travelers, you gotta help us.
Indeed, I believe we should lend a helping hand here as well. Right, moving in to intercept hostiles.
Foo! Foo, 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 foo. Foo, 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 foo.
Yeah. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Niff. Oh, wow. Bro, I haven't seen you in like forever. It's a boy. That's because I look at some of a wall of swords. Congratulations, it's a boy! Yokai! Get him, Ku. Get him, Ku. Yeah. Dead. Reject think. Hit big red button to win. What sea stars? Unga bunga. You go have another evade. Have fun. Yokai. Unga unga unga. Your third about that? Get him. Get them. Destroy. My audio cut out for a second. That's how much unga we did. We unga'd so hard that the audio was like, whoa, calm down there. You did too much unga. Hold on, I feel like the audio's still too quiet. Hold up. Okay, I think that's better. Like, those creatures aren't native to this land either. No, they weren't. That was a Jotun, a type of giant we fought in the Scandinavian Lost Belt. Like, dude, well, this just keeps getting weirder, huh? A few of them were running away, so they probably got a nest somewhere around here. A nest? Yeah, better track them down and wipe them out, or things are gonna get way worse around here. Seeing how this village has shit all for defenses. After attacks, we just have to hit them really hard. Man, you guys really are amazing. I can't believe you took care of those scary monsters just like that.
There's nothing I like more than shielding the weak.
Hate to think of us as weak, but I can't blame ya. The only way we could have won is with the Heavenly Emperor's divine aid. I see. Then the reason you supervisors wield weapons is indeed solely to defend the village. That's right. Not that we have a lot to do, of course. Usually the most we have to worry about is chasing off the odd stray dog or boar. Well, that and helping the occasional drunkard cool off, I guess. What about invasions from foreign countries? Are you not concerned about those? Foreign countries? You know, the places foreigners come from. Remember how the elder used to tell us he heard there were places other than here when he was just a kid? Just a moment, please. What exactly do you mean when you say foreigners? What do you mean? I'm not sure what to say. We've just heard rumors that say they look just like us, but they're actually monsters that are scarier than any boar. And that they like to eat our livers instead of our crops. That's why we thought you were going to eat us when you first showed up. Sorry about that. I see. Now I understand. Ooh. Ooh. Liver time! The people of this lost belt have no concept of separate nations. Or at least, their only knowledge is derived from distorted ancient legend and hearsay.
So what you're saying is the probably Keen Empire dominated this entire world? You're kidding. Is it even possible for people to put aside all their ethnic and religious differences to make that happen?
So that's why they never seen soldiers before, let alone war. That means this world is so perfectly peaceful that not only do people not need to arm themselves, they do not even know what weapons are. This country is the ideal nation made reality. Can you even imagine such a thing?
Nah. I've arrived at Mount Hold on. No, that works. I think this works. Hold on. Why, yes, hello there, dearie. I have arrived at Mount Lee, your Imperial Majesty. Which warrior would you like me to unseal?
Well, if this were a foreign expedition, it would be no matter if they were somewhat free-spirited. But since this is a domestic matter, we would prefer not to use someone too rambunctious.
Then you are saying we should not evaluate our warrior on combat ability alone?
If they are to incite a rebellion, we could not keep an eye on them in Chaldea at the same time. For example, do not even think about releasing anyone like the Tawan brothers. They could get carried away and try to take over the empire for themselves. We needed a warrior who was not only brave, but also kind and modest. One who is fiercely loyal to this empire and its people, and who will defend them at all costs. We would like you to choose this warrior, Captain.
Me, Your Imperial Majesty? Are you sure that's what you want me to handle such an important task?
Why else would we send you, our captain of the guard, all the way to Mount Lee? Surely you are aware that reviving a frozen hero carries some risks.
Well, yes, of course.
Something could even go wrong with their mind during the unsealing, causing them to fly into a rage. It would be bitterly ironic. Well, I'm yawning again.
So much. I'm not that tired, am I?
I don't think I'm that tired.
The purpose is of preventing a war, only for them to transform into disaster incarnate. So I deemed it prudent to have you present for the unsealing in the event such a danger did present itself. Do you understand? Ugh.
So, you're saying that you want me to deal with them in case they happen to go berserk?
Indeed. This hero must be strong enough to defeat these heroic spirits from another world. But not so strong that you would be unable to stop them in such an unfortunate situation. With all of these requirements to consider, would you not prefer to choose this hero yourself?
I see. Your kindness and wisdom humbles me, Your Imperial Majesty.
I bit my tongue. Frozen heroic spirits. Interesting. I see you have yet another impressive card up your sleeve. Mount Lee is the jewel of our empire. It is the mausoleum where the brave warriors who once fought by our side now sleep in peace. True. It is always tricky figuring out what to do with the brutes you use to establish a new regime. Short-sighted, short-tempered rulers tend to go for the whole "you have outlived your usefulness" route and just offer their servants. But not you, Your Imperial Majesty. How clever of you to literally keep them on ice so they can be useful to you again. Oh man, it showed up in on screen chat, but I don't know what you said F for. Oh, F for Unga? F for Unga. These words deserve to be praised for all eternity for their help in establishing peace. That said, we cannot bestow all of them with the same immortality we possess. While there is little that can be done to cushion the shock they experience whenever they are awakened and see how much has changed, fighting on new battlefields has become a common enough occurrence for them that they are now accustomed to it. What do you think? Do you not agree it is much a cleaner system than your heroic spirits? Oh yes, I can't wait to see what happens next. I've always loved the word freeze. Shut your mouth. I hate you, Koyan Chihuahua. I hate you, Koyan Chihuahua. Bing! Nuts! I've acquired nuts. Boop, 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 boop. Saber. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Huh. You want to know if there's a place around here known for its cold? Yes, both types of monsters that have been attacking recently hail from frigid climates. It stands to reason then that they have fashioned a nest somewhere nearby that is suitably cold. Can you think of any such place? I can't really think of much that's near here.
Maybe he means a place beyond the village border fence? Well, it's hard to say since nobody's ever gone there.
Like, hold on. None of you have ever been outside your village? Not even once? Well, no, I mean, it's prohibited for one thing. Yeah, most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor decreed that we're not supposed to change residences without permission. Come to think of it, there was that time when around 10 people wandered in after their village flooded. But even then, most glorious and majestic Heavenly Emperor decides where refugees like that will go, so they never want for anything. We thought you guys were refugees at first, too.
Then this is not a village, but a cage.
Oh my god, Spartacus, your voice is oppressing me. I was doing wrong.
Curse these oppressors. I'm so mad I couldn't dance.
But really, why would you even want to leave the village? Yeah, we have everything we need right here. Why would we just wander off someplace we don't even know? Are you truly okay with that? Well, yeah. I know I've never even thought about going outside the village before. He sounds really mad. What makes Berserker go berserk? I suppose this is the inevitable result of living in a single place where all one's needs are met.
Hey, miss, have you got a minute?
What is it?
Well, would you mind if we talked over there?
What makes Berserker go berserk? What's going on, my little man?
Okay, so don't tell the grown-ups about this, but I might know a cold place nearby.
You do?
I know it's wrong to break the rules, but I can't help it. I want to know what it's like outside the village. So sometimes I sneak out to go exploring when everyone else is busy working the fields.
Taxes. Remember to do your taxes, kids. It's very important. I know just how you feel. There's just something enchanting about the outside world.
Really? Do you like exploring too, miss?
Yeah. I knew you would say that, Senpai. You always enjoyed meeting new people after all.
I see. I guess you and me are a lot alike then.
So what can you tell us about this cold place?
Well, I haven't been there in a long time and I only went once. But I remember there was a dark and chilly spot in the forest not too far from here. I remember it being really creepy. If I were a monster, I'm sure that's where I would live. Oh, so you found a lead on the Kirchak list, have you? That sure would be very useful. Well done. And this puts Koyanaskaya squarely in our sights. I've got you by the tail now, you little minx.
I agree we should take care of this nest sooner rather than later, but what about Akuta? I'm pretty sure she's keeping careful watch of us and just waiting for another chance to attack.
Wasting time in a deadlock with her will not help us. For the time being, we need to focus on any possible lead to bring us within reach of Koyanaskaya. If we leave after dark from the opposite side of the village where Kuta attacked, we should be able to sneak out. Someone will need to stay behind to protect the shadow border while we are gone, just in case. Even so, it is worth the risk of dividing our forces to investigate this possible demonic beast nest.
Like, dude. Well, then all we gotta figure out is who stays and who goes.
Hold on, I did her voice wrong. Like, dude.
You should be part of the expedition team, Holmes. No point in a detective holding down the fort, right?
Setting aside for a moment that armchair detectives are, to use the modern parlance, very much a thing, I am forced to concur that this investigation must be conducted on site. Very well then, I will go and investigate this nest. Fortunately, my wounds have completely healed now. Miss Capo, I would like you to lead this expedition. Left to my own devices, it is entirely plausible that I may become so engrossed in solving this mystery that I take another tumble over a waterfall. I'll come along too, Senpai. Please say you'll do it.
In that case, why don't you choose the last expedition members, Capo? We've sure got no shortage of options. Who do you want to bring?
Jinke, Jinke, Jinke.
Like, of course, I'm actually quite good at locating things, you know.
But you'll still need.
Oh my god.
But you'll still need.
Oh god, I'm doing it wrong. Like,
There we go.
oh, I keep trying to do it through my throat and not my chest. That's my downfall.
In that case, I should come along too. I will rush any impression we find.
Wow, no choice, huh? Then Mordred and I will hold the fort. Like, dude, if you want this on me, you could go squish anyone who says we couldn't take out that crypto chick while you're out demonic beast hunting.
Just focus on keeping the shadow border safe, okay, please?
Yeah, I was kidding. Freaking fun police over here. Oh, my throat.
Ah!
Wow. Riding on your... Hold on.
Right on your shoulders feels like flying, Spartacus.
Even ability drink I think completely different when viewed from a new perspective. That ball change can help you see things you've never noticed.
Really want to go? I guess you really want to pay those taxes.
Sometimes you see beauty and goodness you overlooked. Others, you see evil and cruelty you cannot ignore. It's all part of growing up.
Whew. Like, that's a lot of words. I think what Spartacus is trying to say is that you're right to want to see the world outside your village.
I
am?
You are my little rebel.
I wish I was as tall as you, Spartacus.
That will come with training. I wasn't much bigger than you when I was your age, you know.
Really? Then I could actually be like you someday, Spartacus?
Of course you can. Anyone can be like me. Life is rebellion against adversity.
I was a little worried about having a child lead the way, but Spartacus is actually pretty good with him. Who'd have thought?
He is, yes. And since he's carrying the boy on his shoulders, we're making good time.
Like, that said, we can't go too quickly, or Kappa will have trouble keeping up. And don't push yourself too hard, alright? If you get tired, I'll give you a piggyback.
I'll do my best. Do my best, do my best. I bet Spartacus was born jacked. Oh, his poor mother then. I can see more farmland up ahead. Is this a neighboring village? We could say you stare so small.
We could save time if we go through it, but I'll get in trouble if someone notices. Maybe we should go around.
I keep changing this boy's voice.
Hey, like, do you smell that?
Yes, there's a definite scent of blood on the wind. Yes, I suppose that would make sense. If the monster nest is in fact where the boy is taking us, then we are moving along the same path the monsters themselves did. Any village along the way would surely be subject to these beasts' depredations.
Boy, go find a safe place to hide and stay there until we get back. We won't be long.
Oh god, Spartacus, your voice is killing me. Oh god, I made a mistake. Okay, be careful, alright? Ah, shit's dead, bro. This is awful.
Like, what a gruesome sight. From the looks of things, I don't think there are any survivors.
Be careful. I can still smell the foul stench of those man-eating bees.
Yes, they're still close by. They will no doubt have noticed our scent as well.
Wow. Wow. Like, and there they are. There's a lot of them, too.
Just as well, if we do not take care of them now, they will go on to hunt for prey in other villages.
Let's do this. Your orders, please, master.
Spartacus!
Spartacus, why you do
私
this?
の出番かな。いやこいつは手強そうだ。お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。あ
Reject, think, hit, button. Bruh. 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 Oh.
じゃあこういうのどうだ。いいとも。そうです。どうかね。
Ooh. Tablet getting hot. Tablet getting hot.
小さな窓。
Tablet getting hot.
そこは壁もなく城もなく国すらない始まりの空。
I can feel it. It's getting hot.
ガーデンオブアバロン。
Bah. Bah. Just trying to get comfy again. Oh.
そうです。
Bah. Nah. You are not allowed to leave. Death. My nose is stuffy again. Great. Yeah, I know what you said, Merlin, but I agree.
何？サービスだとも。
Why waver? Stop attacking waver. I would appreciate it if you stopped attacking waver. Waver does not need these complications in his life. Oh! Waver down. We've lost a lad. That's fine.
お任せ。夢のように片付けよう。
You got this, Merlin. You got this, Merlin.
何？サービスだとも。こっちのが得意でね。どうかな。柄ではないんだけどね。
Yeah, you got this, Merlin. Seriously, why is this a thing that you need to do?
王の話をするとしよう。
バラバババラ
星の宇宙に物
バララタ
楽園
タラ
の端から君に聞かせよう。
バララタ
罪な
タラ
き者に通るがいい。ガーデンオブアバロン。
ドゥルルドゥドゥル He was like a brother to you. We've lost Bert.
夢のように片付けよ
F in chat to waver. We've lost him. He's gone. Yeah.
イヤソン様、参りましょう。
Bow. Bow. Hostiles eliminated. The battle is over.
Like, now these people can rest in peace. I'd like to think they can, at least.
What is it?
Oh, it keeps going right to my throat instead of my chest.
What is it, Sir Detective? Oh, have you noticed something?
Master Capo, how did the latest battle feel to you?
I saw tattoos. Like, yeah, those markings were so odd that I can't form a clear picture of them in my mind, but I did see them.
Ah, pay those no mind. Their behavior is what concerns me. In particular, the fact that they were clearly trained for combat. And not combat with other animals, but with humans. Their loss of strength is almost certainly due to the changing environment. For creatures accustomed to the cold, even this weather must seem oppressively hot. Still, they were working as a team. Not unlike a pack of wild animals either, but a trained unit.
Like, then someone had to have gone to the trouble to train them.
It's early to be certain, but yes, it does seem likely. Do you think Koyaanisqatsi is behind this? If she is, that would raise its own questions. Namely, when did she have time to do so?
The answers will surely become apparent in time. Fortunately, they left footprints we can follow.
Good point. At least we know we're going in the right direction.
I'll go get the boy. Meet us outside the village. No one so young should have to see something like this.
I didn't know Spartacus was so kind.
He may not look like it, but his purpose was always to protect the weak. Like, once he believes someone needs protecting, he'll do anything to keep them safe. Like, of course, that often ends in him sacrificing anyone and everyone to do so. I guess that's a berserker for you. They're nothing if not committed.
Ba 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 do 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 ba do 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 dee do ba do do ba ba da ba da da ba wa da la da 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 do.
Reject strategy, embrace Unga.
Oh! Here. Yeah, get that off of there. Unga, unga. Unga boonga. Wait, no, Ivan. Yeah! Embrace Unga. Hit hard, and they will die.
Just up ahead, there's this huge hole in the ground you could use to get inside.
I see. So they've taken up residence in a cave.
It's really cold and dark inside. I got scared, so I couldn't get very far in before I turned back. It seemed like it was really deep though, because it was echoing like crazy.
Gotta stop yawning. Why do I keep yawning? That does sound like it would work as a good home for monsters who prefer the cold.
Forget sounds like. We're obviously in the right place. Ooh, there they be.
I see. We're surrounded. How exciting.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more alert. While you were an absolutely superlative navigator before returning to the front lines, Miss Kirlight, I cannot blame Miss Capo for relaxing her guard now that you are back at her side once more.
Aren't you guys scared?
Like, don't worry. This journey would have ended ages ago if everyone here couldn't crack a joke in the face of mortal peril.
Thank you, Jin K. Very cool. Very cool advice. I appreciate it. I really do. Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
俺の宝具があんたの体に風穴を開けるぜ。
ではこちらへ我が断固射抜け。
Oh wait. Let's see. No, I gotta save that.
さて
ウィ
Wait. Yeah.
どうする
Everybody should max out Napoleon's
ここ
level.
に我が宿業を解き放とう。神と人の子として罰を下す。見るがいい。これが公開だ。パシパ
Bruh.
食らえ食らえ
うわあ、うん、行くぞ。無駄だ。はっ。
派手に行こう。
じゃあこういうのはどうだ。
俺の辞書には不可能ってのがないそうだ。派手に行こう。
And get him, Napoleon.
勝利をウィダコール
Duckle! Do your thing. Do your
それを
thing.
願え。お前たちに不可能はない。なぜならば俺がいる。アルクドゥトリオンフドゥレトワール
Yeah. Bruh.
ゼレさえ貫き砕いて押し通る。
Bruh.
ウィ
行くぞ。
Well, at least we're getting 100 crits.
食らえ
Bam.
罠だ。
Yeah.
これでも
Oh, wait, it was only 2 rounds. Oh, okay. Huh. Whatever. How is making cannon long make it better? It just shows that nothing is impossible. Don't worry about it. I can don't worry about it. I'll ask Archer Napoleon. Don't ask Rider Napoleon though.
Too easy.
Like, this is so strange. I thought the Kirchat and Giants would be living in different places.
Indeed, Kirchat destroyed that village, but we followed the tracks only to find giants. Now I wonder what we'll find in that cave.
There is only one way to find out. Just standing here thinking won't get you any answers or detective.
Like, what about the boy? Don't you think it's too dangerous to bring him in there with us?
Be that as it may, we cannot let him return on his own either. There's no telling how many demonic beasts could be lurking nearby. And then we need someone to stay here and guard him.
No, you can't do that. You need to stick together if you're gonna fight those monsters. Take me with you. I'm sure I'll be safe as long as I stay close to Capo.
Like, I guess that makes sense.
I'm proud of you, boy. You have spirit embracing adversity like this. You have faced the fears oppressing you and rebelled against them. Come with us. I will be your shield and guide, and sing a song of triumph in your honor.
Indeed, we are not called heroic spirits for nothing. I promise we will not let your bravery go to waste. There. More unga. Unga, unga, unga. Well, this answers one question. Take a look. Over here we have giant tracks, and over here we have Kirchat dung. Does that mean they've been living here together? Much as I would like to laugh the notion off, we have seen ample evidence of their cohabitation. These demonic beasts have been quite thoroughly altered. So much so that they have begun sharing their territory with altogether different species.
Like, so someone's been going around domesticating the same beasts that led to their lost pals getting pruned away? Pretty horrible hobby.
And of course, there was a yet more significant question. To what end?
Maybe they don't have an end in mind. You said this Koyaanisqatsi went around the other Lost Belts tormenting innocent people for kicks, right? Maybe releasing man-eating beasts into peaceful agricultural villages with no defenses is just more of that.
Whoa!
Uh-oh, I think they've spotted us preparing for combat.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Fighting time.
Fighting time.
Fight, 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 fight.
仕方がない戦うしかそれではどうぞ
Oh, wait, these are Lancers. Oh, wait, no, I did Lancers last time. It's fine. It's fine.
一切の邪
We'll be fine.
悲劇をもって主情を救わん芝のご公よ崩壊とともに押し寄せよパーシパタ弾けて
Oh, did you hear that? We got the instant death effect off.
罠だ
Alright. What? 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 Who poisoned me? Oh,
俺
son
の
of
自
a
信は
bitch.
不可能ってのがないぞ
Seriously?
派手に行こう派手に行こう
つまんない連中だな
Use a bitch.
ないの
Use a bitch.
勝利は前進するってな人よ願えお前たちに不可能はないなぜならば俺がいるアルクドゥトリオンフドゥレトワール
せい切り刻む
Beep, 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 beep.
食らえさい
Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wait, hold up here. Why is this only on top chat?
罠だ
There we go. Well, it's not like it really matters for me. There we go. Jeez.
残酷に邪神的にです
Yes. I think I'll lock this hand.
私の触手は残忍ですよ
A little bit of that. And a little bit of that.
ごま惨めま従いますけど飼育箱に入れてあげるさあ哀れに逃げ惑いなさいカーストカッティングクレーター惨めすぎてお話になりません
Yeah, you say that.
やりすぎですか名城しがたきニャルニャルビーム
Na-na-na-na-na!
惨ま従いますけど
食らえ
やりすぎですか笑わせな惨めですねやりすぎですか
それは凱旋する
Yeah!
俺はナポレオンだぜ
Get him, Napoleon. You got this. You got that. Boom, boom, boom. You got that. I like you because you got that something that I need in my life. So give it to me. I should claim these.
鳥の位置
という行事があるそうです。ふと
Ah. I see. Well, I've got I am kind of tired, but I also want to do the story more. I'm conflicted. I mean, I can always just stream more tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to do that. I think that I'm going to head to bed now. And then I'll stream more of this tomorrow. And then I'll do a double stream tomorrow. And then I'll stream maybe more Deus Ex tomorrow night. I think that sounds like the plan for now. I think that sounds like the plan. So, I'm gonna head off. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody!